Is the scope of our first release. And our first release is targeted at mid-March. I'm going to say a bit about the timeline in the upcoming minutes, but first about the scope, or what you can expect. We are going to have a web UI that is a web page where you can register for ioRaptor and, for example, manage account details and password stuff and everything. Because the ioRaptor desktop app will include a login as well, and that's of course the same as in the web UI. And I can download and install the desktop app for OS X, Windows, and Linux for x68. And yeah, with installers ready and checksums and everything. And you'll be able to browse the ioRaptor registry for the modules introduced on the last slides and seen in the demo, pre-filled with some packages. You can link to product details, to vendor sites, to documentation, to tutorials as shown by Dominique, download the selected tools, install selected tools after the download for OS X images, packages, executables, Windows packages, executables, and Linux executables or scripted. And we would like to have the forward registration process available for selected tools, not for everything, of course, but for selected tools. And of course, documentation for all of the above. So again, this is all lateral aspects of what to do with software. Now, you probably ask yourself, but in the end, what can I install? So this is a screenshot of our wiki that we have, and there's a bunch of collections that will be a collection of packages that will be included in the first release. So, and this is not packed in stone. And the scope of all of that is open for discussions, and that's where we would like to invite you. But you can expect that behind every module there is a selection of packages that is definitely suited for embedded and IoT development. So what we want to do is to have a prototyping process, not on our own, but open for all of you, for all participants. And we've given us 3 months of time, so that's December, January, and February, to build the first version of the ioRaptor. And during that phase, discuss the current status of the software that we have, and discuss the ideas with you, with the review group, to shape the functionality, to give out alpha versions to you for first testing, whoever wants to. And of course, get as much feedback as possible for the product that we're aiming to build. And also maybe get product input from you, because maybe you have, or your company has, solutions that would fit into one of these modules and could be provided by the ioRaptor as an installation base. So how do we want to do this? There's a community and communication part. We've set up a Confluence wiki, a Trello board, and a Slack channel. And we would invite all of you to these 3 tools. The wiki will contain up-to-date information about the progress that we have. It will contain, for example, the slides here and the video, and information about the modules, the current status of the packages that we have. The Trello board will contain all the tasks that we are working on. And yeah, the Slack channel is, maybe some of you do not already know what Slack is. Slack is a chat tool for Teams. So the Slack channel is the place to go and discuss stuff and ask questions, as well as the wiki, of course. We're working agile in sprints. We're using 3-week sprints, and we're planning to do sprint-wise review webinars. And of course, there will not be every 3 weeks on the point, but roughly every 3 weeks. And they're open for all participants. So they're open for you, just as this webinar is, to learn about what we build, and of course discuss the current status and share ideas and get feedback from you. And the end of the prototyping process will be the 15th of March, because this shall be the first release date of the ioRaptor. So what are the next steps? We already set up these community tools, the Confluence Wiki, Trello, and Slack channel, and we're going to send you invitation links. So feel free to click and register, add the tools, and yeah, participate. Look at what we're doing and give us feedback, ask questions, and yeah, take part in that development process. The upcoming touch points, and we'll send you mail invitations then, is every Thursday. It's the 11th of January. So the first sprint ends just a few days before Christmas, and probably everybody is in the Christmas shopping rush. So we thought, no, don't do this before Christmas. Shift this to January. So it's the 11th of January with the first status update webinar, and then the 1st of February. And that's also the date where first software parts will be accessible, and we can give out install versions of the ioRaptor for you guys to try out. And next touch point is the 22nd of February, sort of entering home stretch, not long until the 15th of March, where we have the release webinar. Yeah, that's about the dates, and the form of process that we're planning to do.